1999 would be the year that Lennox Lewis finally earned the recognition he truly deserved. After years of chasing respect and overcoming setbacks, Lewis entered the year determined to prove he was the undisputed best heavyweight of the 1990s. Across two defining fights, he showcased his brilliance, cementing his place at the very top of the division, and silencing any remaining doubters once and for all. Fight 36, March 13, 1999, Madison Square Garden, New York, versus Evander Holyfield, for the undisputed heavyweight championship, WBA, WBC, and IBF. After years of chasing the sport's ultimate prize, Lennox Lewis finally stepped into the ring for the undisputed heavyweight championship, facing the legendary Evander Holyfield at Madison Square Garden. Lewis entered the bout as the WBC champion, while Holyfield held the WBA and IBF titles, with the winner set to become boxing's first undisputed heavyweight king since 1992. In the build-up, Holyfield boldly predicted a third-round knockout, but it was Lewis who dominated from the opening bell, dictating the pace with his jab and superior boxing skills. Lewis outlanded Holyfield heavily, winning nearly every early round and leaving the crowd in awe of his composure and control. Holyfield had moments of aggression in the middle rounds, but Lewis quickly regained command, landing crisp combinations and stunning the American champion multiple times. By the final bell, most observers, including media and fans alike, had Lewis winning by a wide margin. However, the judges delivered one of the most infamous decisions in boxing history, a split draw. Scores of 116 to 113 for Lewis, 115 to 113 for Holyfield, and 115 to 115 left the heavyweight world in disbelief. The arena erupted in boos, and commentators labeled it a travesty. Though robbed of victory on paper, the performance elevated Lewis's reputation to new heights. He had proven, beyond doubt, that he was the best heavyweight in the world, setting the stage for the rematch that would define his legacy later that same year. Fight 37, November 13, 1999, Thomas and Mack Center, Las Vegas, Nevada, versus Evander Holyfield, undisputed heavyweight championship, WBA, WBC, IBF, and IBO. Following the outrage from their first encounter, Lennox Lewis and Evander Holyfield met again in one of the most highly anticipated rematches in modern boxing history. Their first fight ended in a scandalous split draw, a result that sent shockwaves through the sport. Demanding clarity, all three major sanctioning bodies ordered an immediate rematch, with both champions agreeing to an even split of the massive $30 million purse. Held exactly 7 years after Riddick Bowe had last unified the heavyweight titles, this rematch was set to crown the first undisputed heavyweight champion of the modern era. From the opening bell, Lewis fought with sharp focus and composure, using his superior reach and jab to dictate the pace. He controlled the early rounds, though Holyfield rallied in the middle stages, with bursts of aggression that reignited memories of his warrior spirit. The fight turned in Lewis's favor again in the later rounds, as his accuracy and stamina began to break down Holyfield's offense. The final rounds were fiercely contested, but Lewis closed strong, and when the scorecards were read, he was declared the unanimous decision winner, with scores of 115 to 113, 116 to 112, and 117 to 111. Lennox Lewis had finally achieved his lifelong dream, becoming the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, the first in 7 years. Though some still disputed the verdict as a make-good decision after the controversial draw, the result solidified Lewis's standing as the true king of the heavyweight division and the defining heavyweight of the 1990s. His reign as undisputed champion, however, would be short-lived. Within months, Lewis was stripped of the WBA title after refusing to face John Ruiz next, but by then, his legacy as the era's dominant heavyweight was already beyond question.